Welcome to Introduction to Business. We are going to be looking at Chapter 12, Dimensions of Marketing Strategy. Our learning objectives include describe the role of product in the marketing mix, including how products are developed, classified, and identified. Explain the importance of price in the marketing mix, including various pricing strategies a firm might employ. Identify factors affecting distribution decisions, such as marketing channels and intensity of market coverage. Specify the activities involved in promotion, as well as promotional strategies and promotional positions. The key to developing a marketing strategy is maintaining the right marketing mix that satisfies the target market and creates long-term relationships with customers. The marketing mix involves product, price, promotion, and distribution. The marketing mix is part of the marketing strategy, and it involves decisions regarding controllable variables. Successful companies offer at least one dimension of value that surpasses all competitors in the marketplace in meeting customer expectations. Successful companies must also maintain acceptable and, if possible, distinguishable differences in other dimensions as well. A product is a good, service, or an idea containing tangible and intangible attributes that provide satisfaction and benefits. Remember that thousands of products are introduced each year, but very few succeed. A firm can take considerable time to get a product ready for the market. It took more than 20 years for the first photocopier, for example. Sometimes a product or an idea is shelved only to return later. Before introducing new products, a business must follow a multi-step process. First, an idea needs to be developed. New ideas can come from marketing research, engineers, and outside sources. New ideas can also come from customers, brainstorming, and intercompany incentives. New ideas can even create a company. While attending Yale, Fred Smith studied a mathematical discipline called topology, realizing the potential for efficiencies of connecting all points on a network through a central hub. Smith used what he learned to create FedEx. Next, you're going to screen the new idea. In this phase, a marketing manager should look at the organization's resources and objectives and assess the firm's ability to produce and market the product. Important considerations are consumer desires, the competition, technology changes, social trends, and political, economic, and environmental considerations. Most new product ideas are rejected during the screening stage because they seem inappropriate or impractical for the organization. Next, you're going to do a business analysis. A business analysis is the basic assessment of a product's capability in the marketplace and its potential for profitability. The most important question relates to market demand and how the product will affect the firm's sales, costs, and profits. Next is product development. In this stage, the firm develops a prototype that should reveal the intangible attributes as perceived by the consumer. Product development is often expensive, and few product ideas make it to this stage. Next, you're going to test the market. Testing the market is a trial mini launch of the product in limited areas that represent the potential market. It allows a complete test of the marketing strategies in a natural environment, giving the organization the opportunity to discover weaknesses and eliminate them before the product is fully launched. Because test marketing requires significant resources and expertise, market research companies like AC Nielsen can assist firms in test marketing their products. Next is commercialization. Commercialization is the full introduction of complete marketing strategy and the launch of products for commercial success. During this stage, the firm gears up for full-scale promotion, distribution, and production. How a product is used and why it is purchased determines how the product is classified. Consumer products are purchased for household or family use. They are not intended for any purpose other than daily living. Convenience products are bought frequently without lengthy search and often for immediate consumption. Consumers spend little time in planning where to buy the product and usually take any available brand. Shopping products are purchased after consumers have compared competitive products. Price, features, quality, style, service, and image all influence a buyer's decision. Specialty products are products that the consumer makes a special effort to obtain. They are purchased less often and consumers are unwilling to accept substitutes. Business products are used directly or indirectly in the operations or manufacturing process of a business. Raw materials are natural products that usually require additional process for the use in production. Major equipment covers large, expensive items used for production purposes. Accessory equipment is used for production, office, or management purposes and does not become part of the final product. Component parts are finished items ready to be assembled into the final product. Processed materials are things that are used directly in production or management operations but are not readily available as component parts. Supplies are materials that make production, management, and other operations possible. Industrial services include financial, legal, marketing, research, janitorial, and exterminating services. A product line is a group of closely related products that are treated as a unit because of similar marketing strategies and production or end-use considerations. A product mix is all products offered by the organization. Like people, products are born, grow, and eventually die. Some products have very long lives and others are comparably short. There are 4 stages in the product life cycle: introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. In the introductory stage, consumer awareness and acceptance are limited. Sales start at 0 and profits are negative. During the growth stage, sales increase at a rapid rate and profits peak and start to decline. Competing firms become aware of the product has achieved some success, which may result in their entry into the market. The firm tries to strengthen its position in the market. During the maturity stage, industry sales continue to increase, peak, and then decline. There's severe competition and heavy marketing expenses characterized during this stage. And during the decline stage, sales and profits decline. Certain models may eliminate and marketing expenditures may be out. Plans must be made to phase out declining products and introduce new ones to take its place. It should be noted that products do not always go one way in life cycle. Sometimes products can rebound back into the growth stage. Branding, packaging, and labeling can be used to identify or distinguish one product from another. Branding is the process of naming and identifying products. A brand is a name, term, symbol, design, or combination that identifies and distinguishes a product. The brand name is the part of the brand that it can be spoken and consists of letters, words, or numbers. A brand mark is the part of the brand that is distinctive design. A trademark is a brand that's registered with the U.S. Patent Trademark Office and is legally protected from the use of any other firm. Protecting a brand name is important in maintaining a brand identity. Manufacturer brands are brands initiated and owned by the manufacturer to identify products from the point of production to the point of purchase. Private distributor brands are middlemen or store brands owned and controlled by wholesalers or retailers. In addition, there are generic products which have no brand name at all. Companies can use 2 basic approaches to branding multiple products. Each product within the company's product mix is given its own brand. In the family branding, each of the firm's products is branded with the same name or at least part of the name. Companies may react differently to domestic versus foreign brands. Packaging is the external container that holds and describes the product. The packaging influences consumers' attitudes and their buying decisions. A package can perform several functions, including protection, economy, convenience, and promotion. Labeling is the presentation of important information on the package. Content, nutritional information, safety precautions, and instructions are the kind of information contained on labels. For instance, as concern for the environment grows, many companies are developing products with more eco-friendly ingredients from recycled paper or biodegradable chemicals. Label transfers that information to the consumers. Quality reflects the degree to which goods, services, or idea meets the demands and requirements of the customers. The level of quality is the amount of quality that the product possesses, and the consistency of quality depends on the products maintaining the same level of quality over time. Quality of service is difficult to gauge because it depends on the customer's perception and how well the service meets and exceeds their expectations. Quality is judged by the customers, not service providers. Price is the value placed on the object involved in exchange between a buyer and a seller. Buyers' interest in the price stems from their expectations about the usefulness of the product or the satisfaction they may derive from it. Price is a key element in the marketing mix because it relates directly to the generation of revenue and profits. For most products, the quantity demanded goes up as the price goes down, and vice versa. Consumers vary in their responses to price. Some focus solely on the lowest price, while others consider quality over the prestige associated with the product and its price. The product's perceived value in the marketplace added to the production costs help determine price. Price is probably the most flexible variable in the marketing mix. The most common pricing objectives include maximization of profits and sales, boosting market share, maintaining the status quo, and survival. Pricing strategies provide guidelines for achieving the company's pricing objectives and overall marketing strategy. Setting the correct price is critical. The right price leads to profitability, but the wrong price may kill the product. There are two basic approaches to setting the base price for a new product. Price skimming is charging the highest possible price that the buyer who wants the product will pay. Penetration pricing is a low price designed to let the product enter the market and gain market share rapidly. Penetration pricing is less flexible. It's more difficult to raise a penetration price than it is to lower a skimming price. Psychological pricing is a policy designed to encourage purchases based on emotional rather than rational response to the price. Even odd pricing is an example of psychological pricing. So, for example, $9.99 sounds better than $10, even though it's only a penny difference. Symbolic or prestige pricing creates an image of high quality. Reference pricing is a type of psychological pricing in which lower priced items is compared to more expensive brand in hopes that the consumers will use the higher price as a comparison price. Temporary pricing reductions or price discounts are often employed to boost sales. Quantity discounts reflect the economies of purchasing large volumes. Seasonal discounts are used to stimulate purchase of products out of the season. Promotional discounts attempt to improve sales by advertising price reduction on selected products to increase the customer's interest. A marketing channel is a group of marketing organizations that direct the flow of products from producer to consumer. Middlemen or intermediaries are organizations that bridge the gap between the producer and the ultimate user of the products. Retailers buy products to sell to consumers rather than resell or use in producing other products. By bringing together an assortment of products from competing producers, retailers create place utility, which is a convenient shopping location. Time utility is convenience of hours of operation, and owner utility is the risk of the ownership. Retailing usually occurs in stores, but it can also occur through the internet, vending machines, mail order catalogs, and entertainment. Today, there are too many stores competing for too few customers, so the competition is intense. Direct marketing is the use of non-personal media to communicate products, information, and the opportunity to purchase via media such as mail, telephone, or the internet. Direct sales involves the marketing of products to ultimate consumers through face-to-face sales, presentation at home, or in the workplace. Wholesalers generally buy from producers or other wholesalers and sell to retailers. Wholesalers are extremely important because of the marketing activities they perform. Although it is true that wholesalers can be eliminated, their functions must be passed on to some other intermediary or even the consumer. Wholesalers help consumers and retailers by buying in large quantities, then selling to retailers in smaller quantities. By stocking an assortment of goods, the wholesaler match products to demand. Supply chain management creates an alliance between the channel members to improve distribution, channel relationships among manufacturers, and the intermediaries. It includes all organizations involved in moving products from producer to the ultimate consumer. It goes beyond traditional members to include all organizations involved in moving the product. Focus shifts from selling to the next level to one of the selling products through the channel. Channels for consumer products, services are usually distributed through the most direct marketing channel because they're produced and consumed simultaneously. Channels for business products, most businesses purchase products, not services. Most business products are sold through direct marketing channels because of the higher level of assistance and communication with the producer. Business products may be distributed through channels employing wholesaling intermediaries such as industrial distributors and/or manufacturer agents. Physical distribution is all the activities needed to move products from producer to consumer. Transportation is the shipment of the products to the buyer. It is an essential part of distribution. There are 5 modes of transportation that are used to move products. Railroads offer the least expensive transportation for many products. Trucks have the greatest flexibility than railroads and can handle freight quickly and economically. They can deliver door to door and have more flexible packaging requirements than ships or airplanes. Air transport is expensive but offers a high degree of dependability and speed. Shipping by waterways is the least expensive and slowest form of transportation. Pipelines are important for moving heavy, bulky liquids such as petroleum products and natural gas, semi-liquid coal, and certain chemicals. Factors affecting the selection of mode of transportation include cost, capability, reliability, and availability. Warehousing involves designing and operating facilities to receive, stores, and ship products. Company can use their own private warehouse or lease space in public warehouses. Warehousing is important because it makes products available for shipment to match demand in different geographic locations. Material handling is the physical handling and movement of the products in the warehouse. Intensity of the market coverage relates to the number and variety of product outlets. It depends on the behavior of customers and the nature of the target market and competition. Intensive distribution makes a product available as many outlets as possible. Selective distribution uses only small portions of all available outlets. Exclusive distribution is awarding by manufacturers to an intermediary of the sole right to sell a product in a defined geographic territory. The role of promotion is communicated with individuals, groups, and organizations to facilitate an exchange directly or indirectly. It encourages marketing exchanges by attempting to persuade individuals, groups, and organizations to accept goods, services, and ideas. It is used not only to sell products, but also to influence opinions and attributes towards the organization, person, or cause. Advertising, personal selling, publicity, and sales promotion are called the promotional mix because a good promotional program results carefully selecting and blending these elements. The process of coordinating the promotional mix elements and synchronizing promotion as unified effort is called the integrated marketing communications. Advertising is paid form of non-personal communication transmitted through a mass media. An advertising campaign involves designing a series of advertisements and placing them in various medias to reach a particular target audience. A product's features, uses, and benefits affect the content of the campaign message and individual ads. Characteristics of the people in the target audience also influence both content and form, as do advertising campaigns' objectives and platform. Advertising media, both print and electronic, are the vehicles or forms of communication used to reach the desired audience. Infomercials are a large block of radio or television airtime featuring a celebrity or an upbeat host talking about and demonstrating a product. Personal selling is a direct two-way communication with buyers and potential buyers. Personal selling is the most flexible of the promotional methods. There are three distinct categories of salesperson: order takers, creative salesperson, and support salesperson. In general, personal selling is a six-step process. Prospecting, which is identifying potential buyers. Approaching, using a referral or calling a customer without prior notice to determine interest in the product. Presenting, getting the prospect's attention with a demonstration. Handling the objections, then closing, asking for the prospect to buy the product, and then a follow-up checking with the customer satisfaction with the purchased product. Publicity is a non-personal communication transmitted through the mass media, but the firm does not directly pay for this communication. Publicity is mainly informative, which differs from advertising, which can be informative, persuasive, or both. Most companies have a public relations department trying to gain favorable publicity and minimize the negative publicity. It describes what the firm is doing, what products it is launching, or other newsworthy information, but seldom calls for action, which makes it different from advertising. The mass media are willing to carry publicity because they believe it has a general public interest, but most publicity appears once in the mass media and is not repeated. While advertising costs the firm money, publicity is free. Publicity is extremely important when communication focuses on a company's activities and products and its direct interest groups, current and potential investors, regulatory agencies, and society in general. A variation of traditional advertising is buzz marketing, in which marketers attempt to create a trend or acceptance of a product through publicity. Companies seek out trendsetters in the community and get them to talk up their product, which is viewed as more credible than a paid communication. A related concept is viral marketing, which describes the concept of getting internet users to pass on ads and promotions to others. Sales promotion involves direct inducements offering added value or some other incentives for buyers to enter into an exchange. The major tool of sales promotion are store displays, premiums, samples, demonstrations, coupons, contests and sweepstakes, refunds, and trade shows. Sales promotion stimulates customer purchasing and increases dealer effectiveness in selling products. It is used to enhance and supplement other forms of promotion. In developing a promotional mix, marketers must decide whether to fashion a mix that pushes or pulls the product. A push strategy is used to motivate the middleman to push the product down to their customers. With a pull strategy, promotion creates consumer demand for the product so that the consumers will exert pressure on the marketing channel members to make the product available. Exclusive use of advertising shows a pull strategy, while personal selling to the marketing channel indicates a push strategy. A company can use a combination of the two. The marketing mix will vary depending on the company's objectives. Promotion is the only one element and must be tied to the organization's objective. Typical objectives are stimulating the demand, stabilizing sales, or informing, reminding, and reinforcing consumers. Promotional positioning uses promotions to create and maintain an image of a product in the buyer's mind that persuades them to buy. It is a natural result of the market segment. The importance of a marketing strategy. Marketing creates value through the marketing mix. It's creating an effective marketing mix requires carefully integrating the marketing mix into the effective marketing strategy. Firms that develop an effective marketing mix gain competitive advantage. Advantages often come when a company excels at one or more elements of the marketing mix, and companies must monitor demand and adapt to the marketing mix when needed. Once again, I appreciate you taking the time to listen to this lecture. If you do have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me.